been almost seven years since you've had 5 scores in double figures. You bring out 80 points for your final home game. Is this what you guys have been saving for all year?
Well, it seems that way. Honestly, I think we just, the way that our offense is, it just takes time to develop. And, you saw us early in the year taking bad shots, missing a lot of shots. And obviously we shot the ball pretty well. But you see the last 10 days, I think we've been getting a lot of these same shots in our last 3 or 4 games. So, I think that's the goal of any coach and any system, is that you want to play your best basketball at the end of the year. And I think, we're starting to have a better understanding. I thought we did a good job of taking care of the ball, particularly in the first half. We got a little lackadaisical with it in the second half. But, our last couple games, we haven't turned the ball over a lot. We've taken good shots. We took 2 or 3 up against the clock tonight that weren't good shots. But for the most part, we took good shots for a better part of the game. And, if you take enough good shots, you're going to win a lot of games.
What goes through your mind when Brandy Brown's in on her stomach, kick at her feet in pain?
Well, is this going to be edited, or you want the you want the edited version? Oh no, we're doomed. Obviously, Brandy does a lot of stuff for us. I mean, she does a lot. You see her score the ball and rebound the ball statistically, but just the attention she got. I mean, you saw at the end some of the threes we got were just based because they had 3 people on Brandy on her catch. And if you're going to guard her with 3, that only leaves 2 other players to guard the other 4 players on the team. So there's going to be some openings. So, I thought we responded very well. I thought our mental response, that's your first concern, because it's no secret that Brandy does a lot for us. The kids know it, the way we talk, the way we prepare. So their approach, I thought, really kept us in the game. That, hey, all right, she's not in, we got to execute. And I thought we did a good job of screening and working together rather than relying on one person to get us points.
You talk about that, and she was out, I believe,
7:01.
7:01, and she left and you guys had the lead. She comes back and you still have the lead. You've been talking about this secondary scorer all year, and you have 4 other girls with double figures, 30 points off the bench. Is there a change in these girls' confidence, and just, hey, you know what? Yeah, Brandy is obviously the best player on the team, but they can step their games up as well.
I think so, and I think it's the familiarity of the coach and the system, and just continuing to learn, and then having some successes along the way that kind of reinforce the thoughts and the ideas that we're teaching. If you do X, Y, and Z, you get this result, and then you continue to get that result, you're more likely to do X, Y, and Z. And I think our screening action has been pretty good the last couple of weeks, and that's why you've seen an increase in an offensive output, some confidence in it, seeing that it works, and then continue to repeat patterns at work.
Coach, at the halfway point after the loss, I asked you to assess your team's performance through the halfway point, and you did. Now it's the end of the regular season, and I want you to assess your team's performance from that point.
From that point, I think we've gotten much better. I think that we're playing better basketball now than we were a month ago. And I think that's something that's been kind of the theme of most of these conferences is, November, we kept saying, hey, we want to play better basketball in December. And then we kept saying we want to play better basketball in January. We want to play better basketball in February, and lead yourself into March playing good ball. And I think we've accomplished that. I think, obviously you look at the record, we're not a great basketball team, but you can say that the body of work has improved throughout the year, and as a coach, and that's what I want. I don't know what other coaches want, that's what I want. I want to play good basketball this time of the season.
You talk about wanting to play your best basketball late, obviously the logic being that's what a lot of your conference games are and things like that. With the momentum you guys have carried in from even some of the past close losses to Thursday to today, do you think that this is a team that, maybe a Loyola or another team is looking at saying, boy, we really don't want to play these guys in the first round of the tournament?
I hope so, but I don't know what. I think the tournament is so unique because it's a fresh start for everybody. I think, you say, yeah, we're playing good ball, we've won 2 in a row, and I think the other side of it, if it is Loyola, you say, hey, we've lost a couple in a row, but it doesn't matter. We made it, we're in a tournament, we got a home game, this is our chance. This is everybody's one chance to make a run. Especially, I think, for people in the bottom half of the conference that didn't have the season you wanted to have, This is like your one saving chance to say, hey, forget about all that nonsense, and let's try to put something together and win 2 or 3 games. And everybody knows that crazy things happen in March, and that's what, you know, from a coaching standpoint, to me, it's the most exciting time of the year. And you hope that when you're on the bottom half of the conference, you hope you're part of that craziness. Once you get good, you hope you stay away from that craziness. But for us right now, we hope we're part of something special and really can create some sort of excitement over the next couple of days.
Obviously, probably bittersweet from perspective just in terms of Boki playing her last home game. Unfortunately, she rolls her ankle early on. Just talk about what she's meant to you guys, not just on the court, but just in terms of being, you know, the only senior, what she's meant to this team this year.
I mean, I think Boki provides a lot of perspective that none of us here have. I mean, the kids lived through an actual war. And once you've done that, I don't know what we have in comparison to that. You know what I mean? Gas prices went up. That sucks, but it's not a war. You know, not playing as much, or had a bad day, or failed. You know, it just, she provides a lot of perspective, and I think that is good for everybody, myself included. But I think it's really good for our young kids to provide some perspective on life, and then just the excitement that she brings to play. I mean, that kid loves to play ball. There's no, you don't ever say, gosh, Boki's just not playing hard. You know, so it's not that she's played a mistake-free season, but she always plays hard. I mean, until she's tired, and then she gets slower. But she gives the effort that she gives and the excitement, and she comes every day to practice like that. Every single game is like that. There's not a day where Boki comes in and doesn't practice hard. And I think that's something that a lot of our young kids could learn from.